Welcome to a deep dive. Okay, so today we're jumping right into something really exciting.
Yeah, something that can really open up possibilities for you and your dog
Exactly. We're talking about mastering those basic commands, building that bond.
and working towards that big one, reliable off-leash recall.
Yeah.
Huge.
Right. And this deep dive, it's built from all the stuff you sent us.
Articles, research, your own notes. A really solid pile of material to dig into.
So our job really is to unpack all of that.
Find those key takeaways, those, nuggets of
To
wisdom.
give you a clearer path forward, kind of a shortcut to getting up to speed on this whole rewarding journey.
It really is rewarding.
Yeah.
Sometimes tricky, but definitely rewarding.
Totally. So what's the plan? We'll look at why training is like more than just obedience, right?
Yep. And the science behind it, what actually makes it work. Then we'll break down teaching some basics, sit, stay,
Leave it, drop it, those important ones.
crucial ones. Then we'll really tackle recall, that come when called, making it stick.
Yeah. And how to make it work in the real world with all the distractions.
Right, what off-leash readiness actually looks like, thinking about safety, responsibility,
Yeah.
all that.
Plus troubleshooting. Because things don't always go perfectly.
You never do.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll cover common hurdles. Okay, let's dive in. Why even train? It's not just about making the dog listen, is it?
No, the sources really emphasize it's much deeper. It's about communication.
Building that shared language, that understanding is the foundation, really.
And it's good for the dog's head too, right? Mental stimulation.
Oh, absolutely. The sources mention that again and again. It's a brain workout. A dog that's learning is, well, usually a happier dog.
Less likely to get bored and, chew the furniture or bark nonstop.
Exactly. It channels that energy, prevents problem behaviors by giving them something positive to focus on.
And it builds their confidence.
For sure. Every little success, every time they figure something out and get rewarded, it boosts their confidence, makes them more adaptable.
And the owner's mindset. That popped up a lot in the material.
Huge factor. Patience is key. It's not a race, right? And celebrating those small wins.
Keeps everyone motivated.
Both ends of the leash. Yeah. And realizing it's a journey, not just like a single training session.
Plus, you learn so much yourself about timing, consistency.
Reading your dog, figuring out what really motivates them in that moment, it's a parallel learning journey. You become a better partner.
That partnership idea feels really central. Okay, let's get into the science. How does this good dog thing actually work? Positive reinforcement seems key.
It's the cornerstone, according to all the sources. Basically, behavior plus good outcome. More behavior. Simple, but powerful.
Positive means adding something good.
Right. And reinforcement means strengthening that behavior. So add something good, behavior gets stronger.
And that good thing could be treats, toys.
Praise, yeah. Or even just getting to do something they want, like going outside. The sources call those life rewards.
And here's a big one from the sources. The dog decides what's rewarding.
Oh, this is critical. What works for one dog, or even for the same dog in a different place, might not work. Kibble in the kitchen may be fine.
That outside with squirrels?
Forget it. You need the good stuff, cheese, chicken, that squeaky toy they go nuts for. Their reaction tells you if the reward is valuable enough right then.
And timing. Gotta be quick.
Spot on. Reward, or the signal it's coming, needs to be immediate, right after they do the thing. That's how they connect the dots. Oh, that's what got me the treat.
So if you're stuck, check your timing or reward value first.
First things to look at. And the sources also link this positive approach to ethics, right? Better for the dog's well-being.
Yeah, focuses on trust and making learning fun, not scary. Avoids the anxiety that can come with punishment-based methods.
Leads to a more confident dog,
Yeah.
generally. Okay, so how do you figure out what motivates your specific dog?
The sources say, become an observer, an experimenter. Break it down.
Right. Food's usually easiest. High-value stuff like chicken or cheese for hard things or distracting places.
Versus low value, like their kibble, for easier stuff.
Exactly. Toys are great for play-driven dogs. Sometimes you need to build up a toy's value, make it special.
Praise and affection count, too.
Definitely. Your genuine enthusiasm means a lot, especially combined with other things. And those life rewards, like sitting before the door opens.
Integrates training into everyday life. Smart.
Yeah, so you kind of build this reward hierarchy for your dog.
So if they seem stubborn,
Maybe the reward just isn't worth it in that moment compared to, say, sniffing that really interesting spot. It helps you analyze, not just get frustrated.
okay, and markers, clickers, or words like yes.
Super useful tools mentioned in the sources. A marker is just a distinct sound or word, click, or yes. That pinpoints the exact moment the dog does the right thing.
It's like a bridge between the behavior and the reward.
Perfect way to put it. It says that. That right there earned you the treat, but you have to charge it first.
Meaning?
Just pairing the marker with a treat repeatedly. Marker, treat. Marker, treat. Over and over before you ask for anything. They learn marker, reward coming.
Ah, so they understand what the signal means first?
Precisely. Then you can use it for luring, shaping complex behaviors step by step, or marking a good behavior they offer on their own. Super clear communication.
Okay, let's talk about teaching some of those basic behaviors. Tricks, but more than tricks.
Yeah, the sources frame them as building blocks. They boost confidence, provide mental exercise, strengthen the bond, and they teach focus, which you need for recall later.
So, general approach.
Keep sessions short, 5, maybe 15 minutes max. Keep it fun. Always end on a success.
Focus on one new thing at a time.
Good idea initially. Use positive reinforcement. Use your marker. Start somewhere quiet, low distractions.
Okay, let's do sit, the absolute basic.
Foundation for so much. Lure reward is commonest. Treat by the nose, move it up and slightly back over their head. Nose follows, butt goes down.
Mark and reward the instant the butt hits the floor.
Yep, and the sources strongly advise. Don't push their rear down. Let them figure it out with the lure.
Then you need to get rid of the lure eventually.
All right, fade it. Lure becomes an empty hand signal mimicking the motion. Then say sit before the hand signal. Then try just the word. You can also see them sit on their own. Mark and reward.
Useful for waiting, default behavior, sets up stay.
Exactly. Down is next, good for calming.
Similar lure.
Yeah, from sit or stand, lure from nose straight down between the front paws, maybe slightly out. Mark and reward when they're down, add the cue down as they're doing it. If they creep forward, try making the lure straighter down first.
Okay, stay. Teaches impulse control. Crucial.
Super critical for safety. Need a good sitter down first. Start tiny. Ask for the position, mark and reward for just holding it a second. Then gradually add duration, then gradually add distance, then gradually add distractions.
And the source is stress. Only change one D at a time.
Absolutely. Don't make it harder in multiple ways at once. Yep. Introduce the cue stay after they're in position. And the most vital part,
the release cue.
Non-negotiable. Teach a word like okay or free. That means you're done. You can move now. Always release them before they break on their own. If they break early, calmly put them back. Try for a shorter time. No reward for breaking.
Got it. Paw or shake. Fun, but useful for handling too.
Definitely helps get them comfy with paw touches. You can gently tickle the back of the paw till they lift it, or hold a treat in a closed fist so they paw at it. Mark the lift, then transition to an open palm, add the cue paw. Good for nail trims later.
Leave it. So as to say, this one can be a lifesaver.
It really can. Ignoring dropped pills, dangerous food on walks. Goal. Ignore something tempting. Method 1. Treat in your closed fist, dog sniffs, licks. The second they back off or look away, mark. And reward with a better treat from your other hand.
Always reward with something better than what they left.
Key principle. Makes leaving it worthwhile. Progress from closed hand to covered on floor to uncovered. Different items, different places. Build it up slowly.
And drop it, releasing things from their mouth.
Best taught with a trade. Offer a toy. Dog takes it. Present a super yummy treat right by their nose. They drop the toy for the treat. Mark. Reward. Calmly get the toy.
Add the cue, drop it just before showing the treat.
Yep, then work towards them dropping just on the cue. And the sources warn strongly.
Don't grab things out of their mouth unless it's an emergency.
Right, can cause guarding or make them gulp things down. Don't chase them, that just becomes a game.
So fading the lure to get a real response to the cue, that's the goal.
Moving beyond bribery, lure aptiency hand signal, verbal cue before signal, verbal cue alone. Marker confirms the right action after the cue.
Common mistakes. Fading too fast.
Yeah, or showing the treat before giving the cue, or not practicing in new places. Success means they understand the cue and trust a reward will come.
Okay, let's get to the big one. Recall. Come when called. Sources call it the most important command.
Hard to disagree. It's your safety net. Traffic, danger. It gets them back to you. And it's essential for any kind of off-leash freedom.
Builds the bond too, right?
Huge trust builder. A dog that comes happily trusts you, sees you as the source of awesome things. So the foundation has to be purely positive association.
Make coming to you the best thing ever.
Like winning the lottery. Choose a unique cue. Come, here. Say it excitedly, not just their name. Start by just pairing the cue with a super high-value treat. Say, come, give treat, come, give treat. No action needed yet, just build the association.
And the reward has to beat any distractions.
Essential. Use your absolute best stuff, cheese, chicken, favorite toy, plus tons of praise, maybe a fun game. Coming back has to be better than sniffing that bush or chasing that leaf.
And build it step by step. Indoors first.
Definitely. Low distractions, short distance. Say the cue happily, maybe crouch down. Mark and reward the second they move towards you or reach you. Play name games. Say name treat. Do positive collar grabs. Grab color. Gently treat. Play chase me, toss a treat. Run away excitedly. Call them big party when they get you.
Increase distance indoors.
Across the room from another room. Hide and seek is great for this. Yeah. Then the big step. Outdoors. Secure area or using that vital tool.
The long line.
Yes. 15, 30, even 50 feet. It's your safety net for practicing with more space before they're truly ready to be off-leash. Repeat the indoor games on the long line. Gentle guidance if needed, never harsh yanks.
Then add distractions, still on the long line.
Controlled ones. Low level first. Another person far away, a toy on the ground. Call them if they choose you. Jackpot reward. If they get sucked in, distraction was too strong, make it easier next time.
Okay, the golden rule the sources hammer home for recall.
This is the most important thing. Never, ever punish for coming back. Ever. Doesn't matter how long it took, what they ignored, how mad you are. The act of returning must always be positive.
Even a frustrated sigh counts as punishment.
To the dog, yes. Tense body language, immediately leashing up and ending fun. Run. It all poisons the cue. Teaches them coming back is bad news.
Makes them hesitant or worse, run the other way.
Exactly. If you need to do something unpleasant, like leave the park or give a bath, go get the dog. Don't use your recall cue for that. Save it only for good things.
Make come a game.
Best way to build enthusiasm. Chase me games, round robin, 2 people calling back and forth, hide and seek, treat toss recalls, toss treat, call back for something even better. Keep it fun.
Sounds like it's an ongoing thing, maintaining recall.
Absolutely. The world's full of interesting stuff. Continuous practice, keeping it super rewarding, balancing practice recalls, reward and release back to play with real ones. It's a lifelong commitment.
Okay, so you've got basics, recall foundation. How do you make it work everywhere? Proofing.
Right. Practicing in different places with different distractions. Essential for reliability, especially off-leash.
And dogs don't generalize well, right? Sit at home isn't really readily learning with sit at the park automatically.
Exactly. New sights, sounds, smells. It's like a different command to them initially. They're not being stubborn. They just haven't learned. It applies here too. Proofing teaches that.
Framework for proofing, the 3Ds.
Duration, distance, distraction. How long they hold it, how far away you are, and what else is going on.
And the absolute key rule.
Only change 1D at a time. Increase duration or distance or distraction, but not all at once. You'll overload them. Proofing builds that focus and impulse control despite challenges.
How do you introduce distractions safely?
Start low, go slow. Increase intensity bit by bit. Figure out what distracts your dog, most people, squirrels, other dogs. And crank up the reward value again.
You bet. You need to be more interesting than that squirrel. High-value treats, special toys, whatever works.
What if they fail? Break the stay, ignore the recall.
It means the task was too hard. Calmly make it easier. Increase distance from the distraction. Lower its intensity. Maybe go back to an easier location. Use your long line or body block to prevent them rewarding themselves by getting to the distraction if they blow you off. Consistency is key. Practice in lots of different places helps them generalize.
Definitely. And using attention cues like watch me before a command in a distracting place can really help. Proofing is as much about your skill reading your dog, managing the environment, as their learning.
Proofing recall specifically for off-leash. That's the final boss.
Pretty much. And that long line is non-negotiable here, especially in unfenced areas. It mimics freedom, but keeps them safe and prevents them practicing ignoring you. Use real-world distractions carefully. Smells, calm dogs, people.
And the reward for coming away from those distractions
Have to be absolutely phenomenal. The highest value you've got. Sometimes, the sources suggest, letting them go back to the fun after recalling can be a reward itself.
You have to be the most fun thing around.
Animated voice, runaway, best treats, pull out all the stops. Remember, one variable at a time. The goal. They choose you over the distraction because history proves you're the best bet.
Okay, so when is a dog truly ready for off-leash freedom, especially somewhere not fenced? What do the sources say?
Honest assessment is crucial. First, flawless on-leash obedience. If they don't listen reliably on a 6-foot leash with distractions, forget off-leash.
Solid long line performance is a must.
Absolutely. Exceptional long line recall in different places with distractions. They need to come running back happily.
That immediate, enthusiastic recall.
Non-negotiable. Choosing you over distractions consistently. Plus, other skills matter too.
Like, stay from a distance.
Yes. Reliable sit or downstay from afar is a safety tool. And just generally a calm, focused demeanor around distractions. Good impulse control.
So, first off-leash tests should be somewhere safe and enclosed.
100%. Quiet dog park, friend's fenced yard. Test the waters safely first. It's about trust. You trust them, they trust you, build through all that positive training.
And it's not just about recall. What other manners are needed?
Respecting space.
Yeah.
No rushing people or dogs. Staying reasonably close, checking in. Recalling proactively when others approach is good etiquette. Solid, leave it and drop it for safety.
Social skills are important too.
Absolutely. No aggression or serious reactivity that needs addressing before considering public off-leash. Be mindful of others. Teach those check-ins where they look back at you. Keep them engaged with you.
And knowing the rules. Legal stuff, etiquette.
Super important. Know your local leash laws. Understand owner liability you're responsible. Follow rules of designated off-leash areas.
And just general courtesy.
Pick up poop. Don't let your dog bother people or wildlife.
Right.
Remember, even friendly dogs can scare people or upset leash dogs. Share the space respectfully.
Safety measures. What should you always have?
ID tags with current info. Updated microchip. Vital if they get lost. Be aware of your surroundings. Scan for hazards, potential triggers. Know your dog's limits and triggers. If in doubt, leash up.
The sources mentioned an emergency recall queue.
Yeah, it's an advanced idea. A separate, rarely used queue for absolute emergencies linked to an incredibly high-value reward. Need strict discipline not to overuse it. And know how to manage unexpected encounters. Stay calm. Create space. It's all about combining training with awareness.
Okay, let's talk troubleshooting, because things go wrong. What if the dog just seems to ignore you?
Sources say, probably not defiance. Look deeper. Are distractions too high? Have you practiced here before? Is the reward good enough? Is the cue poisoned associated with bad stuff? Or do they just not understand?
So analyze instead of blaming the dog.
Exactly. Shift your thinking. Was my setup wrong? Reduce distractions, boost reward value, reteach in easier spots, practice attention, reintroduce distractions slowly. Problem solve.
Common mistakes in basic command training.
Sessions too long, dog gets bored, frustrated. Keep them short, fun. Inconsistent cues confuses the dog. Everyone uses the same word signals. Luring too long becomes bribery. Fade the lure. Reward after they do it. Bad timing, they don't know that earned the reward. Mark the instant. Expecting too much too soon, break it down into tiny steps. Punishing or getting frustrated damages trust, makes learning stressful. Stay positive. If you're frustrated, stop calmly.
Sounds like a lot of it comes back to the human side.
The sources definitely point that way. Reflecting on your own technique helps immensely.
What about recall specifically? Biggest pitfalls?
Poisoning the cue is huge. Using come. Right before leaving the park, giving a bath, scolding, fix. Never punish coming back. Make it a party. If it's poison, pick a new word. Go get the dog for unpleasant stuff.
Other recall killers.
Reward isn't good enough. Fix. Highest value only, especially early on. Repeating the cue, come, come, teaches them to wait. Fix. Say it once a ease happily. Use the long line or go get them if no response. Only calling when fun ends. Fix. Lots of practice recalls during fun reward and release. Progressing too fast. Fix. Build solid foundation. Use that long line. Inconsistency. Fix. Everyone on the same page, same cue, same enthusiasm.
Quick troubleshooting for stay breaks.
Usually duration distance distraction is too high, or no clear release cue, or your body language is tense, or reward isn't good enough. Fix. Make it easier. Teaches the release cue before they break. Calmly reset. No reward for reset. Maybe use a mat target. Stay relaxed.
Sit down confused.
Maybe anticipating. If you always do, sit them down. Or cues aren't distinct. Fix. Practice separately. Vary the order. Use precise rescues. Teach. Stand maybe. Clear marker.
Leave if problems grabbing the item.
Items too tempting. Reward for leaving isn't better. Progressing too fast. Fix. Start with boring items. Reward leaving with amazing stuff. Master the easy steps first. Prevent them from grabbing it. Cover remove.
Paw reluctance or mouthing.
Could be paw sensitivity, unclear lure, or just overexcitement. Fix. Ensure comfort with handling. Refine lures. Reward tiny lifts. Ignore mouthing and reward only the correct paw lift. It's all observe, hypothesize, adjust, reevaluate.
So this whole process, it's not just about getting to a point and stopping, it's ongoing.
Exactly. Training is continuous. Maintaining skills needs ongoing commitment.
Consistency, patience, positive reinforcement, still the keys.
Always. Consistent rules, expectations, patience for setbacks, and keep using positive reinforcement. Even simple praise for known commands keeps them strong and keeps the relationship positive. Short, fun refreshers help.
Use it or lose it, basically.
Pretty much. Practice regularly. Weave commands into daily life. Sit for dinner, wait at the door, recall games on walks. For solid skills, you can use variable reinforcement rewards sometimes, not always, with the best treat. Keeps them guessing and trying. Praise fills the gaps. Refresher sessions for key stuff like recall are smart.
And adapt as the dog ages or life changes.
Gotta be flexible. Observe your dog, adjust as needed.
And finally, when to get professional help. The sources say it's okay.
Totally okay. Not failure, it's responsible ownership. Seek help for big issues, aggression, serious fear, anxiety, persistent destruction, or if you're just totally stuck on basics despite trying positive methods.
Different types of pros.
Certified trainers, CPDTs, for general obedience, common issues.
Yeah.
Applied animal behaviorists, CAABs, for more complex stuff, they have advanced degrees. And vet behaviorists, DIP ACVBs, they're VELTs who can diagnose medical links and prescribe meds if needed. Choose based on positive methods, good communication, experience with your issue.
Getting help reduces stress, good for the dog, good for the bond.
Right. Well, that was quite the journey through these sources, from the why and the science,
To teaching basics, building that crucial recall, proofing it.
and understanding off-leash readiness and response.